Hello YouTube. Eric here from the Matrix, Madison, Wisconsin. Doing my self-isolation, is that what everybody's calling it? Just brought some gear out in my pack. Actually brought a tarp. I was gonna set up a tarp out here, and the sun started coming out, so it's supposed to rain this afternoon, but pack here. Got this one on Craigslist last year, 2019, 45 bucks. That was the only damage on the whole pack. Other than that, it was brand new. So, good news today. We still are going to get tree work. Democrat Governor Evers shut the state down. No one's allowed to do shit. Talked to the boss, and he said he don't give a fuck, basically. He said, we're tree guys. He said, we'll do 2-man crew, just me and him. 2 trucks, we'll stay 6 feet apart. He says, we're good. And that's pretty awesome. That's good news. Good news. Otherwise, we'd have to be hoping for like storms to knock trees over, so like Governor Evers would allow us to go to work. But nah, I'm glad my boss has got a pair. He reps MAGA, so. But and I jokingly said to him last week, I said, rumor has it that diesel fumes and 2-stroke fumes prevent the China virus. And he said, he texted me back saying he believes there's some truth to that. So I hit him back with another text saying, hey, let's burn some gas and kick some ass. So, no work due to the weather. But next week, we got a 2-day job and then a bunch of wood splitting on the side to do that I get paid for too, so that's good. Anyways, no diesel fumes or 2-strokes today. Ran the 2-stroke blower and cleaned my folks' whole yard yesterday, so I got my 2-stroke in. Prevent that kung flu. But I brought this MSR Dragonfly. This one's you saw the pack. That's got that one for 45 bucks on Craigslist last year. Back in January. I already got a couple of these, so this is, some folks might think I'm nuts. This is my 3rd MSR Dragonfly. I own 3 of these now. Guy had this on Craigslist for $10. And this is, most folks probably don't know what that is. That is an ultra rare MSR titanium fuel bottle. I got that on Craigslist last year for 25 bucks, and it came with an MSR a Whisper Light pump. I already own a Whisper Light International and a regular one too. Both of them I got used, real cheap, 25 and 10 bucks. 25 for the International and 10 for the regular Whisper Light. But so anyways, I needed another pump for that anyways, and those pumps are $35. I got the fuel bottle that the titanium MSR fuel bottles, the very rare occasion that they would come up on eBay, they're well over $100. Guys will bid well over $100 just for the fuel bottle. And I'd consider selling it on eBay because I'm broke if I had some rep points, but I've never sold on eBay, so nobody would give me shit because they wouldn't trust me. They'd think I'm scamming. But anyways, paid $25 for it, and it came with a pump that cost $35 that I needed for my other stove anyways. It was not this pump. This dragonfly was $10, and it was only missing 2 things. It was missing the bag, which I had another bag for. This is for the $10 whisper light I bought like 5 years ago. Garage sale, I think. And it was missing the kerosene jet. Now, I said I already owned 2 of these that I bought on Craigslist years ago. Excuse me, one was about 4 years ago, and one was 5 years ago. And both of them had not just the extra kerosene jet that comes with it, but they both had expedition maintenance kits that each had an extra kerosene. So I already had the extra kerosene jet that was missing from this. I guess long story, but I loaded the titanium fuel bottle up with some kerosene today for my walk out here. Because remember, no tree work today. I got my 2-stroke fumes leaf blowing yesterday doing the spring cleanup. No work today. I figure I need to burn some heavy long chain petroleum distillates to make sure I don't catch the China virus, right? So came out here, made some locally roasted organic fair trade coffee. This is actually a blend. I've mixed about half light roast Guatemalan with half medium roast Honduran. I very much prefer the Guatemalan, but I tried to make a quick stash when you know, the ships aren't sailing no more and them beans come in on boats. So anyways, when they ran out of the Guatemalan, I stashed a few pounds of the Honduran, which I don't like as much, but it's alright if I mix it half and half. So it actually makes a real good, brew actually. And finally getting cool enough to drink. Still doing the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting. This is what I put in here today. Only calories I've had so far today are some less expensive MCT oil, grass-fed butter, and my morning coffee. Then I fried some local organic soy-free eggs in coconut oil for lunch. Half dozen eggs. That was it. Just eggs. 100% ketogenic. But, so that's that. Was going to set up a tarp because I thought rain. That's what we got going on here. We're still catching little bits of sun though. On the trail, I was just talking to, see there's blue sky right here. On the trail, I was just talking to some people and I said, hope for some sun because the sun kills all viruses dead. And I've been saying this for weeks. Actually, last year doing tree work, I started talking about how the lack of sunlight in August and September was going to lead to people being more sick in the near future. I'll admit, I was thinking more bacteria and fungal mold stuff. Wasn't necessarily thinking viruses. But lack of sunshine will do that. And anyways, I've been getting some flack online where I've been writing that, or a lot of people want to be quick to debate me, like when I say that, hey, sunlight kills us, the UVC from sunlight kills all viruses. And I'm catching some flack back from people right away saying, yeah, but John Hopkins says that warm weather doesn't... And I'm like, where did I say warm weather? In the post where I wrote this, I'm like, go back and quote my unedited post. Where did I say warm weather? I said the sun. And they're like, but John Hopkins, it's already proven warm weather. I'm like, so what's the proof? South Korea, Iran? You tell me at what point in the year does South Korea or Iran get 17 plus hours of sunlight in a day? Okay, I'm waiting. Tell me. Leave it below in the comments. Okay? Southern Wisconsin, we're 43 degrees north. 8 weeks from now, we're at like, 16, 17 plus hours of sunlight? Alright? So tell me, at what point does Iran or South Korea, Italy, people are like, well, Italy, they're about as far north as, central United States. Yeah, and what? They just got done with having like 8 or about 9, 10 hours of sunlight, like we just did. And they're going to be moving right forward into that, 16 plus hours within 8 weeks. Things will clear up pretty quick there. SteriPen. I don't know if there's any campers that subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a SteriPen Classic that I use in combination with my MSR filters when I'm out on the Wisconsin River. I've camped without it. I've drank the filtered water without it. The MSR filters get rid of all the bacteria, protozoa, crypto, all that stuff, right? They do not remove viruses. SteriPen Classic, ultraviolet water purifier, right? It kills everything with ultraviolet light, viruses included. And it doesn't necessarily kill them because they're not necessarily alive, but in the literature it says it basically scrambles their DNA and renders them inactive, like they cannot replicate. So, I call that dead. Ineffective. They can't harm you. My SteriPen does that in 60 seconds or 90 seconds with ultraviolet light. Local news today, the Dane County Jail just got ultraviolet light UV light purifiers that are going to kill all the viruses in the jail with ultraviolet light. But John Hopkins told me it's already proven that warm weather... Dude, get outside. When I see experts having to twist, man, what are you guys fucking selling, man? Fear, doom. I think one of my posts I wrote, many experts are blind retards. My next line was, you can go ahead and tell them that I said that. Do it. Gonna do another video for you guys at some point. I'll give you a little teaser, and it's just gonna be titled Autists Trigger Retards. And someone might have just been triggered right there. Are you calling autists retards? No, autists speak truths. It is said that autistic people can't lie. Now, the people that are triggered by the truth, basically holding themselves back a little bit, right? Now, the definition of the verb retard means to set back. Like, for ignition timing on our cars, like if we got bad gas in there, back when we had distributors on our Hondas when we tune them up, you can advance the ignition timing for good gas and make a little more power, a little better fuel economy. But if you got bad gas, you have to retard your ignition timing, which means set back. Okay? So if an autist says something that's true, and we have mainstream television examples of this. My mother's addicted to reruns of the show Bones, that the woman in that show is supposed to be an autist, and she speaks truths that always upset everybody around her. But the people around her know she's an autist, so that, they work with it. But if people don't know her, they're upset. Okay, there's also the show, I don't watch television, but there's a show on TV right now, The Good Doctor. The kid's an autist. And I even heard a line in that show a couple weeks ago. The woman's explaining, he can't lie, he's autistic. And he pisses everybody off with everything he says. So, think about it. The people that are upset at truth, and then they get all worked up or try to disbelieve, whatever. Wouldn't they be the ones holding themselves back, which is retarding themselves, right? Autists trigger retards. There it is. I guess I don't have to do this separate video. some folks, if I titled the video that, I wanted to title the video that just so I'd get people worked up and triggered, and they'd right away be like, "You're calling autists retards." Fuck no, I'm not. Don't be a retard. Alright. Get outside, folks, especially here in the next few weeks when we start getting that. Don't know where you're at in the world, but 43 degrees north, and people north of me, it's about to have that huge swing where they're going from hardly any sunlight to just hardly any darkness. Okay? A lot being revealed in the world right now. These are interesting times. A lot of growth. But with growth comes growing pains. Not everybody is as adaptable. Okay, I hope this finds everybody well. I hope everybody's healthy, safe. Take care, folks. Hope this finds you well.